Put your 3D glasses on then, pussy, cause you know we coming straight at you.
I mean, the album is crazy, you know. I mean, y'all know what I do. You know, I'm just doing it right now. I take a long time. That's why I was just telling my dog in that keynote with the beats. I have beats that I picked from like a year and a half ago. Beats I might have gave Jay. He might have passed up on. Beats that Common passed up on. And I sit there and just marinate with the songs for a long time, like, and develop them and try to make them records and go back and rewrite stuff. Try to make records that people really connect with, even the third, fourth time they listen to. So sometimes we just catch a vibe. I knock the basic idea out in like 15 minutes, but then I go back and just keep tweaking. Like this way, the way you hear like Dre tweak stuff, that's the way I tweak the records. And that's what we doing right now. I mean, I might have 11, 12 songs on the album. Niggas got 20 songs on the album, 30 songs on the album. It's just not what I do. Spending too long mixing it, adding synths and shit, and you know, so.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, in addition to doing your own project, I know you produce for a lot of people. Like right now, what does it cost to get a Kanye West beat?
Yeah, it ain't no price on my beats like that no more. Cause I mean, I done charged up to $1 million for, you know, for something. Not for artists specifically, but like, you know, just soundtrack stuff, you know. So it's just a matter of me having the time to do it. Can I really do the beat? So what I do is like me and Common go out, we work on music, and whatever we don't use, then that's the beats that I have available. We get into a zone and I'm working on Common joint, or if it's a specific project we work and then Common pass on it, then I'll pass on it, and then that's the beats that's available. You know, people might feel like, damn, you know, how you give me the beat that's a third string? But my third string beat is, you know, it's on a level. It's on another level. It's only a couple niggas that really make beats that's on that level like that. No offense to, you know, a bunch of producers and stuff.
How do you feel about that though? When you hear like being like a dude that's a true hip hop dude, when you hear like a lot of these producers coming out with like bullshit beats, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't really put time into, you know what I'm saying, and just throwing it out there. Do you feel it like fucks the game up?
I mean, no, I mean, if you Jordan, you can't be mad at people for missing shots. You know what I'm saying? You just not Jordan and shit. It's a couple niggas that's all-star, you know, Timberland, you know, Pharrell, like that Clips album. It's a couple people, you know, that really come with some joints. Polo, I think, is that next nigga. And you know, everything I'm saying, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to get my opinion as a fan. And as far as what I do, I feel blessed when I stumble across like a sample like the Gil Scott Heron joint that I chopped up for the people. Other people wouldn't have chopped it up like me. That's what makes me. You know what I'm saying? They can't do what I do. And the people is like one of the illest beats. Like me and Toonk did Can't Tell Me Nothing together. We did another joint together on the album. It might end up being 3 joints. And even the Can't Tell Me Nothing beat, like it's just like on a different level, the way these beats connect. And I mean, I know I got that shit. So, you know, that's definitely one of my advantages.
And so your album drops 9/11, you know what I'm saying, the same day that 50 Cent's album drops. How do you think this will affect your sales as well as his, being that y'all are 2 of the biggest artists in the game right now?
Oh, we both gonna sell more records. People gonna go out there and be like, yo, I either want to buy both, or I want to say I want Kanye to sell more, I want 50 to sell more. So we both gonna sell more records. I know people want me to come up here and just start talking shit like, yeah, you know, I'm going, but you know, it was my idea. Don't let nobody tell you. It was my idea to come out on the same day. You know, let nobody at the label tell you. I was like, and it really
How'd
came
they feel
from.
About that?
They told me don't do it at first. You know what I'm saying? At first, and then but LA was with it, then Jay was with it, and I'm glad that it's exciting. You know, 50 got that record out. That's like the #1 record in the club right now. So that makes it exciting. You know what I'm saying? Cause
you feel any pressure, like, you know what I'm saying?
Pressure to do what?
Like with the release, like how your release is gonna perform, dropping on the same day as, you know what I'm saying, an artist like 50 Cent?
Nah, man. I feel like I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I just do what I do to the fullest. You know, I spent 3 months on a video. I got certain unfair advantages. You know, like I'm a filmmaker. I went to art school. You know, I wanted to be a designer, you know, before I wanted to be a rapper. So my style game is crazy. You know, and then like you know, in rap and hip hop right now, it's like a lot of the niggas that's the hottest niggas is super fly too. You know, like Wayne and T.I. You know what I'm saying? So my style, and I'm a legend. I'm the flyest nigga ever in the rap game. So it's like I just got a lot of advantages, and then another one of my advantages is like my whole look is real accessible. So you know, when you talk about real numbers, you know, you take a nigga that could really like go on the Ellen show or something like that, but then also do a show with Wayne and have a joint like Can't Tell Me Nothing. My span is so wide, you know what I'm saying? So like with the singles I drop, they might not have been no up the middle radio single like Gold Digger, but I gained new fans and I still got my old fans. You know what I'm saying? I got fans I ain't never had off of Can't Tell Me Nothing. I got fans I ain't never had off of Stronger, you know, from a different genre. You know, what Can't Tell Me Nothing is to the hood is what Stronger is to motherfuckers in the Hamptons or something like that. Like, oh, I ain't really fuck with Kanye until he dropped. Just the way it has niggas in the hood like, yo, I never fucked with Ye until Can't Tell Me Nothing. That's how it is. It's like white people that's like that. Like, I ain't really like Kanye until Stronger. So both of them expanded my fan base. And then, you know, overseas, like we went out, we premiered the video overseas. And my goal really is to be the #1 artist in the game. And that's not rap. That's not, it's like whatever. When y'all see me perform, y'all know I'm going for it. Like I'm doing the Princess Trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing Live Earth. Like any of these events, you could tell I'm like, okay, we got 50,000. Let's go. Or we got 300, we got a room of 200 people, we got a room of 4 people, I'ma spit, we on a bus freestyling, I'ma spit, I'ma do what I do and take it to another level. That means, when I say #1 artist, that means whoever, that means I'm the #1 artist. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the level. And the thing is, it's not coming from no arrogant point of view or no cocky point of view. It's just saying, look, this is my goal. So as long as I got that in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be in the studio to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, killing myself to do it. If I know that Wayne could do fucking 4 songs and shit, and that, I'm like, damn, what I gotta do? How I gotta get on that level? You know what I'm saying? I honor Wayne, you know, I honor T.I., Jeezy, all these niggas for they level of swag and they connection with the hood and they raps and I love their music, but I can't just bow out. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit there and be like, niggas be like, oh nigga, we love these niggas, but we don't love you. And you think I'm just gonna sit there and be like, oh, alright, fuck it, let me just give up then. Y'all seen what Can't Tell Me Nothing. You know, I had to put my mind to this shit. That was the most miraculous shit ever. For me to go from winning Grammys to spazzing out at European Award to dressing like motherfucking John Travolta at the Grammys to come back and get a record like Can't Tell Me Nothing. That was like me winning a Grammy in the hood. Cause niggas never thought I'd be back. They never thought. It's like if they even ain't halfway like me on College Dropout and Jesus Walks, like, yo, we like this nigga because he different, blah, blah, blah. They was like, at a certain point, it was like so far gone, and niggas thought I was like in Michael Jackson level and shit, and Prince level. Like, oh man, this nigga he's just on some other shit, man. Fuck it. They never thought that I was going to make some shit that just connected like that. But man, my music always been about, you know, real shit that people going through. So, like, Can't Tell Me Nothing is not that different from Spaceships, except it got them toomp drums that instantly connect with people in a different way. So it connected. You know what I'm saying? So,
speaking of big statements,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows during the Hurricane Katrina fundraiser, you made your statement about President Bush not caring about black people. Do you still feel the same way? And if you had to do over, would you say the same thing in that position?
Oh yeah, I definitely would say. I mean, I just gotta express what I have to feel. You know, I ain't worded that right, but you know, I got emotional. I spent half the time talking about what I hadn't done. Like if you go back and run the clip, you know, when I said the George Bush comment, it just resonated with people. It sent shockwaves because it's like somebody said something. But I kicked it off like, look, I've been shopping. I ain't taking it. I haven't taken. You know, what I'm saying I'm not here to really down people and stuff like that and try to point fingers at what other people doing. I'm gonna point fingers at myself first, and that's what I did. But then when I said the George Bush comment, it just connected with people. You know, I feel like God is giving me everything I had, and I have to be willing to give it up for Him at any time. Anytime He calls upon me and says, Kanye, I need you, He's like, look, Kanye, this is what I'm going to give you, but you one of my soldiers, so I need you to do this at any time. The reason why God allowed me to have, you know, Jeezy on the ad-libs is because He wants me to speak to people in certain ways. People don't realize Can't Tell Me Nothing is a prayer. These are spirituals. These is Negro spirituals. Like I'm one of the few storytellers, you know what I'm saying, that talk about shit that people going through. You can't get lyrics realer than mine. Cause my shit is gonna talk about exactly people's emotions and shit, and I don't have any outs. I don't have any level of you know what I'm saying, I could just go to a gun line or something. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna honor a gun line for me and shit. So that means that I always have to talk about exactly some real emotional, I'm going through this type shit. You know, it makes it hard. Sometimes it takes longer when you can't just jump to I'ma grab the 9 in your rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, taking things another direction. You know what I'm saying? Being that you're so popular, you know what I'm saying? Being that you're doing it right now in the game, a lot of people have made different comments about you. You know what I'm saying? In particular, 50 Cent has said a few things about you. You know, he has some reactions and feelings to your Bush comment. You know what I'm saying? He's also said some other things about him being partially responsible for your success. You know, since that whole thing transpired, have you spoken with him? Are y'all cool? Have y'all ever worked together?
Yeah, I work with 50. I think 50 is definitely partially responsible for my success, or anybody's success after he sold, you know, 1 million the first week. He definitely, that made an impact in the music game and shit. And that's one thing that, say like with Jay, which I got to honor about that man, is like he opened up a lot of doors where people was like, okay, I want to buy hip hop. Right now, people's mentality, the average consumer, is like, I don't like hip hop. They're like, oh, I hate it, blah, blah, I don't want to buy it. So on this day, when me and 50 dropped, we opening the doors back up. People going to be selling more. It was a time, say, when Queens was just so hot. You know, the rap game is just, it just ain't how it used to be. It was a time where it would be like, you know, Mobb Deep, Royal Flush, Capone and Noriega, like everybody was coming out joints month after month after month. It was a time when No Limit was dropping a record a week. You know, hip hop was flourishing like that. Now it's in a situation where it's like, yeah, you can still sell, but goddamn, you gotta be on the level of a T.I. or something in order to really do some numbers. And if you ain't like visible and in movies and on TV and shit like that, it's like you ain't finna do numbers. And you look at niggas' numbers with hits and shit on the radio, and niggas ain't even went gold yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what. Maybe it's back to where it started, because it was amazing when nigga went gold. Nigga used to stunt with their gold plaque. Like, you know, when EPMD, you know, Paris was like 30 days later, the LP went gold. And them niggas was stunned. They was sitting on an IROC. Like, now niggas need a Maybach.
Real talk.
Real talk, man. Yo, man, somebody else recently who had some comments about you was BEANIE SIGEL, man. He made some comments talking about you and Pharrell. And in those comments, he said that you were gay. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? And you know what I mean?
Man, I'm so glad that BEANIE said that to give me the opportunity to talk about the shit, because, you know, I go to the blogs and they be like, they say some shit like, yeah, Kanye a fag, or, you know, Kanye's in the closet or something. And then, so they'll fuck with me, and I'll be asking my people, like, man, I need to talk about this. And they're like, man, don't talk about it, because you bring attention to it, and motherfuckers gonna think, oh, why you feeling such a way about it, da-da-da. So, but I feel a way just as a man, you know, for you to put something on me that I'm not. And, you know, it's like, what's the end to that? You know what I'm saying? The thing is, if I was gay, it could end. Because I could just be like, yo, hey, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But since I'm not gay, where the fuck does that end? You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be sitting up here calling me gay for the rest of my fucking life if I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I don't have a problem with gay people, but that's the whole thing. I done realized to expand my mind. I'm from the hood. I am homophobic and shit. I'm trying to get over the shit. That's what I'm explaining to people. I come from Chicago where niggas is just beating nigga ass for being gay. They used to do shit like, my boy, I ain't gonna say his name, but he used to do shit like, say you hear, like you be at college and you hear that it was like some gay dudes hanging out in a room or something. Niggas are just busting the door, hitting niggas over the head with TVs and shit. And it's like, For what? That's like some old shit that you see in the movies with some white people going to the black dorm or something like that, because it's discrimination at the end of the day. And hip-hop, you know, it's part of hip-hop swag, and like to say gay or whatever don't even particularly mean. In this case, the nigga try to say I was gay or something like that. That shit is disrespectful. Now, the whole thing is, I'm happy where I'm at in my life and shit. I like the freedom, because second you do that tough guy shit, is a certain level of freedom that you don't have anymore that I'm not gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? Because then I gotta have extra security and shit like that. So I'm not even gonna try to come and just, you know, because this is Smack DVD and get on some hot shit and be coming at Beans like, oh yeah, you know, you know, I got money, so I'm gonna get my security up and shit. Man, that nigga Beans, that ain't no like studio rapper, man. I'm not beefing with Beans, man. That nigga don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, nigga, I'm not gay, nigga. Don't come at me on none of that shit. Don't fucking disrespect me. I respect where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? I respect Beans gangster. I'm not gangster, but I'm not gay either. Don't disrespect me as a fucking man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. No.
Do you know what it stems from? Did you, like, being that y'all are both kind of on the same label right now, like, you know what I mean? Did y'all have a falling out that maybe he want to work with you and you didn't, you know, give him a track? Or, like, what do you think it came from? Like, why would he say something like that?
I think he said something like that because that outfit just looked crazy to niggas and shit. It's just like, and then I used to wear a bunch of shit that looked weird shit to niggas. I had the pink polos and the fucking, the Louis loafers and shit. And I used to always feel like when I'd be playing beats for niggas, I was like, behind these niggas gotta be looking at me like I'm soft as hell with this shit, man. But I don't give a fuck because, man, this shit is fly. So, and I don't really think these niggas dress as good as me. So, you know, how I'm gonna let these niggas influence me? And plus, I got beats. So, you know, as long as I got the beats, they probably won't even say shit to me. So, you know, I'm just fucking, you know, that was my perspective when I used to walk into baseline with Italian shoes. I remember No ID looked at me one day like, nigga, you not fitting in. You not fitting in. You gotta like throw a jersey on or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. Alright, I put a jersey on. So I did put a jersey on and shit. I had throwbacks, so I ain't gonna lie and shit for a couple years and shit. That's why if you read this shit about when I met my girl and shit, I said I had a jersey on, and I seen that she was super fly, and I came and I said, yo, I don't usually dress like this, cause basically it's like I had that uniform on. I'm gonna tell you a story, like back when I was
Put your 3D glasses on then, pussy, cause you know we coming straight at you.